Let's see. Okay, awesome. I think we're live now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my first live stream where I'm going to build something on stream without coding. Of course, this channel is all about building without coding. I'm Harish. Welcome to the channel. In this channel, I talk about tools and applications that you can use to build, right? Especially with AI, now you can pretty much, like, you don't need a developer to build your ideas and MVPs, right? Today, I'm going to walk you through something live, something that I want to try and see if this really works, so that I don't have to edit parts of this content and see how this platform shapes up. OpenClaw, if you don't know, is an insane tool that has been recently becoming very popular. It's an AI personal assistant that you can run pretty much anywhere on your machine, on your Raspberry Pi, on your mobile, anywhere. It has integrations with almost all platforms that you can imagine. It can take data from everywhere. It can write code for you. It can integrate with any LLM that you can imagine. Has access to your computer, can access your browser if you allow it to. Pretty much, it's like your right hand man or woman, right? That can build anything based on your simple prompts. All you have to do is just prompt and it'll do it for you. But there have been significant concerns around, okay, can I really give it access to my computer? Is it safe? Does it store things safely or not? And that's where my friends at Xo.Builders have created a way for you to run a private instance of OpenClaw, so you don't have to run it on your local machine or your personal computer, and you're pretty much safe with what you give access to it, right? In this tutorial or video live stream, I'm going to walk you through how you can run OpenClaw on Xo.Builders. They have a very simple, straightforward platform called beta.xo.builders. A link to this in the description already, so you can use that to sign up. Once you sign up, you get this page, right? Very simple. You have projects on the left. You can share projects with your teammates, right? And they also have a guide, a very detailed guide on the step-by-step process. I'm going to follow the same guide and show you how to probably do this on your own. Let's see. I don't know how this goes or how this is going to go. Let's see, right? This is going to be fun. I hope you are with me. Let's get started, right? Okay, so first step is, once you create an account, just click on my projects. Remember, this is all without writing any code, right? I'm going to promise you I'm not going to write any code while I'm showing this to you live, right? First step is click on projects, create a new project. Let's name this OpenClaw HK agent, right? Just for the fun of it. Website, they do have a GitHub repo in the tutorial. The link to the tutorial is also in the description below. This is a GitHub starter kit that lets you run OpenClaw, but customized to Xo.Builders, right? It's the same repo, the original open source OpenClaw instance, but modified slightly to make sure it works on Xo's machines, right? So just add that here. I'm going to add HTTPS. Do the same with repository URL. The GitHub repository URL that you add here is specifically for installing existing applications on the machine once it spins up, which is where we are going to add the OpenClaw starter kit as well, and click create project. Now what happens in the background is, like you can see, if I move my photo here at the bottom right, you should be able to see notifications saying installation is getting created and all of that. Yeah, like I say, knowledge updated and all of that. I'll put myself back there so the alignment doesn't get messed up. Okay, so let's wait for it to finish. I think this should take a few minutes. I would highly recommend, if you're doing this, wait for a few minutes so that their machine spins up, does everything it has to do, because we are not developers in this live stream. Yeah, we only talk about building without coding, right? So we don't have to worry about all the abstractions that happen in the background when you're running OpenClaw installation, right? It's a little hard to do live streams. I don't take these usual pauses when I record. But let's see. This is my first time doing a live stream where I'm doing things live. So if anything goes wrong, you will also see it with me. right? Okay, now let's see if this is done. All you have to do is click on this. This is the project that we just created. There are multiple options for you. You can click on share project, add your team members here, right? And one thing that you will notice is the board icon, right here, board. Click on board. This will show you memories of what is happening on the machine. You can delete them, but I would recommend, don't worry about all of that, go to code. But wait, we're not coding, right? Yes, we will stick to that. Wait for a few minutes, like I said. We'll also wait for a few minutes, 1 to 2 minutes. In the meanwhile, let's go see the tutorial. Yeah, I think first step we've done, we've created our project. Let me zoom a little. We've created a new project. Perfect. We've configured it to load the GitHub repo. Okay, it does get created already. Open your project. Okay, we're here, right? We're in the 6th step. There's some commands that we have to run, but okay, we're here. I think it's good enough time. We see running here. In case you don't see running here beside your agent name, I would recommend you wait, right? Don't rush into it because they have to spin up a machine. All of this is happening automatically using Kubernetes. But wait, we're not developers, so forget about that. Okay, you need VS Code or Cursor. These are called IDEs, where you essentially write code for you to run your own OpenClaw. You won't write any code while you are doing this, but you will need one of these editors or even IntelliJ if you know what that is, if you're a builder or a coder, right? If not, just download VS Code, and if you have it installed, then just click on VS Code desktop and this should open up VS Code for you, right? Give it a few seconds and like you can see it will open up VS Code. You can do the same with Cursor. If you have Claude credits and all that, you can always do this with Cursor as well, because you can pretty much now chat with your agent in Cursor or VS Code and add features to OpenClaw, or strip down features that you know don't need from OpenClaw without writing code, right? So we'll wait for it to finish. What you can see here is at the bottom left. I don't know if this is visible. Let me zoom in, right? What this is doing is at the background it is connecting to the remote machine that we just launched through XO. So XO launched a machine for us. It's installing the starter kit on that machine, and when we say open with VS Code desktop, what we're essentially doing is connecting to that machine directly from our machine. So you'll see it is setting up containers. This is the environment that we got connected to. But wait, again, let's not worry about all that. All that is for coders and technical people. We are not those people, so ignore all of that. And we'll wait for this to finish. This will take a few minutes. I would highly recommend you have patience because this is connecting to a remote machine. So let's wait for this to finish and then get to it. Yeah, you will see my face getting zoomed in and zoomed out. That's because of the Insta360 camera that I have. It auto frames me, so if I keep moving, it will keep auto framing me. That's all. I'm not doing anything else, in case you're interested in how that is happening. But okay, it's been a few minutes. What we will do here is click on open files, open folder, right? The goal is to open the cloned repo that we gave the link to, and here you should see home/coder. If you don't see it, wait for it to show up and then click on OK. Now this should load that specific folder for us in our code editor, but we will not write any code, so don't worry about it. Chillax. All we have to do is a few steps. You'll have to know these steps. These are in the tutorial as well. I'll show it again. Yeah, okay, we trust. Now you can see this is the host machine to which it gets connected and then pulls the folders. On the left now you should see in a bit all the files that are installed from the GitHub repo that we gave it, saying, oh hey, install this repo. Yeah, so if I go to the guide again, pretty much same, right? We are here. Step 6, we have to do this, right? We've opened the code editor. We need to run these two commands. Very simple. I'll show you how to do that in the terminal so that you don't have to worry about can I remember these commands or not. Okay, you can see there are files, right? And inside this is where we need to go according to the command OpenClaw. So click on terminal and say new terminal. and it will open the terminal window for you, right? First step is we'll go into this folder. To do that, you have to type in cd and dot OpenClaw, just the name of the folder, and we'll go into it. Now inside this folder there is a file called setup.sh. We need to run this so that OpenClaw gets installed. So far we've only replicated the GitHub repo from xo.builders team, which essentially has all the functionality that is required to work with the XO machines, right? So we'll go into this and say ./setup.sh. / is how you run bash scripts. .sh is a bash script. It has some commands to run on the machine, right? That's all, very simple terms. So we'll run this and this should start the OpenClaw installation. So you can see it is detecting what our machine's capabilities are, and it will start installing OpenClaw for us, and then it will show some questions that we have to answer. Let me move this a little here so that you can see what is happening in the terminal as well. Okay, awesome. On the left, actually, I'm seeing the how the stream looks, so that's why I'm looking to the left. No other reason. Okay, this is all live, yeah, so you can see how long this will take. The speed of this is not dependent on your machine's capabilities where you are actually running this, but on the machine that we deployed using XO. So yeah, we'll wait for this to finish. I'll show you how it looks like as we progress through this. But what can you build with OpenClaw? You can build smart agents. You can build multi-agent architectures and have agents that can run 24/7 for you. You can have, I know friends who are running Telegram bots and Slack bots and Discord bots of armies of agents that are doing different types of tasks for them while they are sleeping, which is like the thing everybody is saying with OpenClaw now, where you can have agents work for you while you're sleeping. But the idea is very simple. You give them tool accesses and tell them what to do, when to do. They'll just do it for you, right? They call it channels. Channels are essentially all the platforms that you can link OpenClaw with. If you go to the website here, you can see all the integrations. These are all the channels that you can link OpenClaw with and give permissions to access them, so they can do things. OpenClaw agents essentially can do things for you. And then there are also skills. If you want specific types of skills, you can go to clawhub.ai, and here you can see more skills beyond the 50 integrations. There are API integrations, there are image generation integrations, Discord bots, a lot. There is a lot to discover in OpenClaw if you are new to this, but don't worry, we'll go step by step. In this stream, we'll obviously see how to run your own private OpenClaw on XO, right? So we'll go back to our VS Code. It is installing. We'll wait for this to finish and see what to do next. Okay, let's see. Yeah, if you're doing this for the first time, I think some of the things that you can keep ready is where do you want to interact with this bot. Of course, OpenClaw will give you like a dashboard where you can chat with it, but you can also chat with it through Telegram. So if you want to chat with it through Telegram, what you do is go to Open Telegram, search for bot father. It's a one word, bot father, and then you can run commands like /new bot inside that chat and create a new bot for yourself, right? And then copy the token. The moment you create a bot, it will give you a token. You can copy that and actually paste it in the setup process so that your agent by default starts interacting with you in Telegram. You can also do the same with, like I said, all these integrations, right? The tutorials for all these integrations are, you can go to them, click on them, and you can watch all the integrations and see how to set them up. But yeah, the idea is very simple. Pick a tool, run OpenClaw privately, and have somebody, a smart AI assistant that can run for you full time. For AI, I think you can use all these models. Claude Code is the best if you're running code based tasks. You can also use OpenAI's GPT or Gemini from Google, or Grok if you want to use Grok models. You can also use OpenRouter or ISA.1. They are API gateways for using multiple models. If you want to use all the providers at once and switch between them seamlessly, you can use ISA.1. That is one. If you want to use Mistral's CodeStrill or other LLMs from Mistral, you can use Mistral. All of them. You can also use Olama or LM Studio, which is your locally running models. I have Olama always running on my machine, right? I can show you. I have a bunch of models: GPT OSS, Gemma 3. You can also use Olama to use OpenClaw with, so that your data is not going to a third-party gateway service. Okay, let's go back and see what's happening. Okay, awesome. This is the first thing that you will see when the startup starts, right? It explicitly says, what you're doing is very powerful and inherently risky. Continue. Yes, we're all rock stars. We will take risk, right? But remember, you're doing this on a private machine, so you don't have to worry about it that much. I would probably worry a little if I'm doing this on my own machine. I would recommend onboarding mode as quick start. Manual will be lengthy. Quick start, then you can, here is where you configure your API keys. If you want to use OpenAI's GPT models, you get your API key from OpenAI and then paste it here. For the sake of this live stream, I'm going to skip it for now. I'm going to not set up this, but you have all the options, right? You can use Vercel's AI gateway, you can use Copilot, you can use Cloudflare's AI gateway, pretty much all the services that are there. ISA is one that you can manually configure. I have another video on ISA.1's Twitter or their YouTube channel, you can check that out. But yeah, we'll skip this for the sake of this demo. I'll say all providers have them all ready to go if I need to use them. I'm going to keep this to default, no need to change. Here is where you copy the token that bot father gave you in Telegram if you want your OpenClaw instance to work through Telegram with you. But for the sake of this demo, I can skip it. But here you can see all the services or integrations, channels as they call it, right? You can click them and it'll install and then ask you for the API key or token, whichever way they integrate. I'm going to skip this for now. We can always add it later. Skills, yes, let's configure some skills. Homebrew, yes. Node manager, yes. And then these are all skill dependencies. In case you want to give additional access to some of these tools, you can always use select. Spacebar is how you select some of these options. I'm going to skip it for now. If you want to give Google Places API key, you can do that. These are all for local places. So if you want an agent to look up restaurants with a specific cuisine around you, you can actually use this API key and then chat with your agent and say, okay, find me Japanese cuisine restaurant here, right? That's why these API keys. Then if you want to add Gemini API key, you can do that. For image generation, this one is for image generation. The model configuration is for the LLM itself, right? I'm going to skip this also. Then you have Notion if you want your agent to have Notion access, create documents or read your databases in Notion. Then OpenAI API key. Again, if you want to use OpenAI as image generation, you can add your API key here. I'm going to skip all of these. I'm not going to paste them here. The second one is for OpenAI Whisper API. Whisper is text to speech, speech to text model from OpenAI. So if you want to do such capabilities where you want your agent to detect what you're saying in voice, this is where you should paste that key. 11 Labs is also a service for speech and voice. So if you want to integrate 11 Labs instead of OpenAI Whisper, you can do that from here. I'm going to say no to that. Hooks, not needed for now. But yeah, you can go through all of these and read about them on OpenClaw.ai anyways, right? The goal is to run this on XO so I'm going to skip this as well. Then we'll wait. Again, the waiting time starts now again, but this time it should not take longer because pretty much given all the instructions of what we need. Everything is a no anyways. So let's see how long this takes to finish setting up. Now what should happen is, yeah, like you can see it says onboarding complete. Use the dashboard link above to control OpenClaw. Since we are running this on a remote machine, my recommendation to you is wait for a few minutes and go to ports, and here you can check if the port is ready to access or not. This should change. Right now it is no running processes. All we have to do is wait for this to change. Should take a few minutes. Here is where you have the dashboard link as well, which is the same. You should be able to open this and access it, right? Let's click and see what happens, right? This should open it up in your browser. Let's wait for it to open it up. Yeah, this one is, you will need to see this port 18789. This port should be where our OpenClaw dashboard is. Why dashboard? Dashboard is where you can chat with your agent and also do a lot more configurations, like connect more channels and things like that. I'm gonna open the dashboard and show it to you once it is ready. Like you can see, it is waiting. If it doesn't work for you, what you can also do is, I'm gonna remove this for now. Go to terminal. If you're on Windows or Mac, just press Ctrl C and this should exit. The onboarding is complete, right? What you can also do is run OpenClaw space gateway restart, and this should restart the gateway and say okay. Now you can go to the link and see. Okay, it says no medium found, gateway check failed. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the docs and see if they have any support. This is what I was talking about when you have issues. Okay, these are all good. Let's see what else can we do for this to start. Let's try the same command again and see if it works. OpenClaw gateway. Let's stop it first in case it is running. Oh, let's see what the status is. I think you can run OpenClaw gateway status to check. Okay. Oh, we ran into a very abnormal service. Gateway recommendation is run this command. Okay, let's run that command. Actually, let's run this to see if we can fix the issues. It is basically OpenClaw Doctor repair. Okay, wait, you're not able to see this on the stream. Let me. Okay, now you should be able to see it. Yes. Let's run OpenClaw Doctor repair and see what happens. Yeah, these are all things you have to figure out. Right, these are all OpenClaw Doctor complete. Okay, now let's see if it is running. Ports, let's see. No, not yet. Now actually let's start the OpenClaw. Oh, gateway is not running. Okay, so let's come back out of this folder first. Let me clear this. To come back out of the folder, you just do cd // and then you come back to the root folder. Now let's see if we can run OpenClaw gateway. Running it. Oh, okay, awesome. Browser control. Okay, now it is working. Let's see. It says waiting. That's it. This is the gateway, right? First issue, we have an issue now. Gateway is basically, it says okay, perfect, you're up and running. Now if you see this issue which is disconnected 1008, it says gateway token missing, go to overview. Here you can see this is missing. Very simple. For this, go back to your, okay, let me close this, go back to your Visual Studio Code that you opened, right, and then open OpenClaw.json file here, and then in this you should see what is called as token. There is a token value in this that you need, right? I just zoomed it out a little. This is the value that you will need inside auth. Just copy this, right, and then go back to your dashboard and paste it here, and then click connect. That's it. Now that should fix itself. See, connected. Awesome, we fixed it live. Okay, now if you want to connect multiple channels, you can always use channels to configure it here. You can also add skills from here, right, or essentially you run a command to add skills. Then yeah, chat with it here. Since we didn't add a model while I was setting this up, you cannot chat with it, you won't get any responses. But that's how easy it is to actually run an OpenClaw instance on xo.builders. Definitely try out beta.xo.builders. I hope this stream was fun, and I'm glad we didn't run into a lot of issues, but that's how you set up, run OpenClaw, and essentially your personal agents, all private in XO Builders. So check out beta.xo.builders. That's all. You don't have to do anything else here, right? And if you want to check out integrations, you can always go to clawhub.ai, yeah, OpenClaw.ai is where you can see the GitHub repo and how to run OpenClaw fully privately by yourself, right? All of that is abstracted out by xo.builders. Check out beta.xo.builders, sign up today and try it out. That's it for this stream. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was fun. It was fun for me. I'd probably do more streams in the future and show you how to build things without coding. Obviously, we did not write any code today. So yeah, I will see you on another one. Thank you so much for watching this. Peace.